This is
Trey.
Ben
Official. Alright, no, on the roll. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. You guys were curious, you had some questions for TBO.
Yes.
And now we're here to answer.
Yes. So, for our Q&A session, let's go ahead and start with our first question. To be honest, we were kind of shocked that we got questions. We didn't think we'd get any questions for our first video.
And actually, Ben had hit me up while I was at work, and he's like, "Babe, we have questions." Like, we were getting like flooded with some questions. So at first, I'm like, "Are they appropriate?"
We thought we were gonna have to write our own questions for our first Q&A, and thank you guys for actually
participating.
Yes, that is much appreciated. So on a genuine and authentic questionnaire of actual questions, and we actually have the names of the people who asked these questions for us. Let's start with the first one.
Yeah, what do we got?
Okay. Here's a great icebreaker. When are we going on a double date? By @CarlyGianni. Carly!
When are we going on a double date?
First off, what's up, girl? Also, message me. We'll get this to happen. So,
Probably a pizza date, not gonna lie. Like, that's what we're all about is pizza, so.
yes, we will make it happen.
Yep.
All right, that's question one. Thanks, you guys. Thanks for coming. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, question two. I actually want to skip down to one of these.
Okay.
Before we get to the other ones, because some of them were really good. Really scary, but really good.
Oh, jeez.
Okay, second question. From our friend Elliot Young, 1234. What's up, Elliot? Thanks for sending us the question. He asked, do you like Disney or Magic Mountain more, and why?
Ooh, okay.
Do you want to
hold
start
on.
off?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't even compare those two because one is for like that magical experience. The other one is for that thrill experience, right?
Yeah, I
So
agree.
you have the thrill capital of the world, and then you have like, you know, like the most magical place ever. You know what I mean? So it's tough, but it depends. So like, if you were to ask me or ask us, you know, like, which one has the best roller coasters?
Yeah. Definitely Magic Mountain. Yeah.
Definitely Magic Mountain. Yeah. But I can't even answer that. I can't. Can you?
Actually, yeah, I'll actually connect like to what you're saying. I agree. Just because Magic Mountain has like the huge rides. When it comes to like, if you want like a magical experience when it comes to like scenery and like different things like that, Disney is pretty amazing with their animation and all of that. So definitely not gonna lie, there were some times that I was like on certain rides and it's like not just the movies where they make you want to cry and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm on a ride, why am I crying? Like but yeah, just because it's so
and I'm
beautiful.
over there like,
yeah,
you know, and you're like
well, I mean, like, if it's like one of the like chill rides where it's like beautiful and the music's like really setting and it's like, I don't know, it's just really cool.
So you're just like in awe, you're taking in this magical experience and it's
Oh,
overwhelming you with emotions as you're hitting me with notebooks. Yeah. Awesome.
Okay. But yeah, that
was a good question though.
Yeah, thanks for asking that, Elliot.
Yeah. I didn't give you a really straight answer. I don't even think you really did. But
I don't think we picked one because I think they both have like their uniqueness.
Two different styles of parks, but
awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good one.
Let's move to the next question. Okay. So, Sophia EP 2002. What's up, Sophia?
Sophia! What's up, girl?
She asked, would you sing on your next video? Maybe. Who knows? We might. You never know.
Yep.
Like, that's the cool thing about these videos is like, when it comes to a theme, we don't really have a theme.
No.
We just kind of do whatever.
Random, actually. We'll just be like, hey, let's go and do this. I'm feeling like we should do this for a video, or we'll do that. You know, like we have so many ideas. We haven't done much with it yet, but we have a lot of stuff in the works for sure.
Yes.
For sure.
It's going to be so much fun. You guys will not want to miss it.
Nope.
Let's move to our next question. Okay.
Why don't we do?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's just jump into one of the ones. Okay.
Oh my.
Yeah, we'll jump into this one.
I'm not even ready for this.
Okay. This one is from my sister at Jess
Jess.
Lauren. What's up, Jessie? I love you.
I love you.
She asked
crap.
for our first question. We both saw this and we were like, oh, crud. Am I even ready to answer this?
I'm probably turning super red right now. Okay.
She asked, what is your pet peeve about the other person?
Mm-hmm.
Dang! Okay.
Wow. You go first.
Okay. This is really
Try
difficult.
not to hurt my feelings, though.
Because I'm like, yeah. I'm like, okay, I think I'll just like think of something really random. Okay, I got one. So I would say something that is kind of a pet peeve. Let's do two. Don't worry. Maybe. I don't know.
I don't know. Just do it.
He might not want to be with me after this. No, I'm just kidding. But pretty much, I would say like when I go to sleep and like say I fall asleep in bed, and he like talks to me, he's like, "Hey babe," and I'm like, "Oh," and then I wake up and it's so hard for me to fall back asleep, and I'm like, "Ugh," I'm like, "What is it, babe?" And I'm like,
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I just get like some of the best conversations are such like. Okay, hold
this
on. Let
when
me
you're
rephrase
getting
this.
ready to fall asleep.
Yeah, I'm like, I just remembered this because I'm settling down. It's the end of the
Yeah.
day, and I'm like, I didn't even mention this to him yet, or I want to talk to him about this. You know,
Yes.
like, I don't know, but I'll be a little bit more mindful. Maybe I don't even know.
No,
I don't even
you're
know.
good.
I'm
It's
just
okay.
being me, man.
You're good. Okay. Actually, I don't have to. That was my one. I don't know. I thought that was two. Okay.
Did you have to?
No.
Okay.
That's
Alright.
main. That's the main thing. Okay, your
Okay,
turn.
All right. Okay. So, actually, this is kind of the same time. Like you're going to bed, or I'm getting ready to go to bed, whatever, and then he always has to drink a glass of water before he goes to bed. Always. And I mean, it's not
Yep.
just sipping. He's got to chug this thing, and you hear. And I'm like, are you done? And he's still going. Like he just it echoes in my head for like an hour. But you know, I'm like, at the end, are you thirsty? You want me to fill your glass back up? You know?
Yes.
I love you. But yes.
Love you too. Okay, we got through that question.
It's
Awesome.
not actually as bad as I thought it was gonna be. So
I know. I
That's
was
good.
kind of scared though because I was like, oh,
were you
crud.
scared of like what I was gonna say, or were you scared because you had so many things you needed to say?
I think I was scared just because I had no idea what to say, like legitimately, because I'm not always like, oh, okay, what's bothering me today? But it's just
I
like,
hope not. Jeez, that would be horrible.
anyways, we got through that question. Now let's go to another one. Okay, by the same person, my sister, Jess Lauren.
Okay.
Okay, now the opposite.
Mhm.
What is your favorite thing about the other person? Thank you for asking that.
God bless you. Okay. Am I going first this time?
You can if you want to.
Okay, my favorite thing about Benjamin. Well, not to sound like cliche or anything, this is being authentic. Is probably his heart. He has a heart for everyone, and he cannot hold like resentment towards anybody. Like he has to get it off his chest because it overwhelms him. And I think being a man of God, you know, you want to get that clarity and you want to like have that peace with that person. But more importantly, you want to project more love than hate. And that's amazing. Yes.
Aw.
Yes.
Thanks, babe.
You're welcome. Let me put away my cue card. No, I'm kidding. There's no cue card. I was just
Oh,
kidding. Okay.
dang it! I should have went first. Okay.
Ah.
My favorite thing about Trey, you know, he cares so much about people. Honestly, the same thing in a way. But in this way, you care so much about people. At his job, he is always helping people, and legitimately, like, he always wants people to feel like they are cared, that they're seen, that they get the best service. And it's not even just like that at his work, but also like just around his family, his friends. He genuinely cares about people, and he wants them to just feel loved, and I think that is incredible because
Mhm.
that's hard to find these days. And so I'm lucky that I found someone that has such a big heart. So, yeah.
That was sweet. Thank you.
Yes.
Wow, this got like extremely emotional.
I thought I wasn't expecting. I was just like, oh, I'm gonna say these things without tearing up. Okay, next question.
Yes. Can I pick one this time?
Yes.
Okay.
I
Let's
think
see here.
we've done.
Oh, here we go. Have you ever gotten into any sport? And this is at Paul Savas. Am I
Yes.
saying that right?
Paul Savas.
Savas. That's
Yeah.
such a dope name. Okay.
Awesome. Good question.
Yeah.
Cool.
Awesome.
Now we're going back. We went deep, and now we're going back to the surface. This is
Okay. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, back in the day, I did like track. I did long distance.
There you go.
That was before I discovered that I like jogging, because I love jogging. But at the time, I did not love jogging
Right.
a ton until like the teacher that I had, she was like, okay, so the miles filled up. Choose something else. And I was like, okay. It wasn't until like the day of the event that I found out that I was running the 2 mile.
You're
it-
like, oh shoot.
It was like 95 degrees. And I had not run enough to do a 2 mile. And man, I mean, I did good, but I thought I was gonna die. But all that to say, track. What about you, babe?
All I have to say is track. Okay, that was a great build up for track too.
Thank
I mean, like
you.
you're building your way up and then track.
I will
Got
say
it.
thank you to that teacher, though. I love running long distance now.
That's awesome. I, on the other hand, did not like long distance running at all. I would say probably overall my favorite sport was football. I played, pretty much I did offense, defense, special teams. Shoot, man, like I loved football for sure. If I could go back, I would do it all over again too. Like, I don't know, I love the adrenaline, I love the sportsmanship,
Yeah.
you know, getting all pumped up in the locker rooms before you go out in your Friday night games or Saturday mornings if they're tournaments, things like that, you know.
Yeah. It's exciting.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. But one thing I loved when I was in, this would have been junior high, even probably freshman year, I'm not too sure, I can't remember. But my dad used to come to like all my practices and he would jog like the whole perimeter of the school while I was like, doing practice. And he would always bring me water and he would like be like my side coach because my dad's like a stud, right? And so he'd be like my little side coach and get me all pumped up and be like, come on, man, come on, like do this, do that. And he would hit my helmet. That was one thing I just hated though. Like all of our coaches, they would hit you with like the whistles. And like those of you that play football, you understand this. Like it's so loud in your helmet, or if they like hit your head, it's like extra pressure and just the loudness of it is just so extra.
You're like, thanks, can
I'm
I
like,
have
oh, it just pissed me off. I'd be like, all right, I'm ready.
You're like, thanks, can I have a
dang.
Tylenol now?
I'm like, all right, yeah. But anyways, definitely football. I would say now, what are we into?
Working out. I'm like,
Working out.
I'm
yeah.
like, we
I
don't do
do-
any sports, but we definitely stay active though, for
Yeah,
sure.
like hiking, things like
yeah.
that. Anything outdoors,
Yes.
we're for it. But yeah, great question. And
Yeah.
I got to relive like some of my years, so thank you. Thank you, Paul Savas.
Next question. What is something you both do together that you're great at? And this is also by @Jess Lauren.
Of
Jesse,
course,
you're
yeah.
amazing. That is such a supportive sister. You're so awesome.
How many questions is that from her? Like 3?
Jessie asked, she I can't speak. She asked 5 questions. So
Wow.
thank you for those. And they were good questions too. So what is something you both do together that you're great at? Okay. We kind of talked about this one because I was like, man, what are we good at? And I was like,
What? That sounds horrible.
But we came up with
Way to
something.
narrow it down.
We
That's
did.
what we did. We grouped and
Yeah.
came up with one of them.
Our main
Yep.
thing was cooking.
Yep.
We love cooking, baking. We are good at it together. Just because like when it comes to like the holidays for our families or even like for each other, when we like cook or bake something, we like to make sure it tastes really, really good.
Oh yes.
And hopefully it's like the best whatever whatever it is you've had before. We hope that it's the best.
Yes.
Like mac and cheese. Oh, homemade mac and cheese.
Yeah, or the cinnamon rolls.
Oh.
See, the thing is, like,
Yes.
Ben,
Oh.
we make like the perfect team because I love cooking, he loves baking.
Mhm.
So, you know, like I could whip up a nice little like entree to have for dinner,
So
and then
good.
for dessert, he can whip up like a nice treat. It is incredible. So,
Yep.
yeah, I would say cooking for sure, and baking, things like that. During the holidays, we have like a tradition. Jess, you know this.
Yes.
We like to bring not just one dish, not just two dishes, like 3, 4, 5.
The
right?
entire meal, almost.
Um,
If not the entire meal.
We like to go all out. But
Yes.
one of my favorite things to do, I would say, is I just discovered that I can make like a gnarly peach cobbler. It is
Oh,
awesome.
so good.
So bad for you, but so good. And then Ben, like his cinnamon rolls, his freaking pizza, you know, like I love it because he's like whipping up like good sauce, good dough.
It's
Or-
hard talking about this because we're also low-key right now kind of on a diet.
Dude, I was like low key, my stomach was about to freaking growl, dude. I'm like,
We haven't even eaten dinner yet, and we both just got home from work like a couple hours ago, and I'm just
Yes.
like, oh, this sounds so good.
and after working out, like you have all those calories you burned, and you want to just consume them all back, right? So that's what we're thinking about.
Like,
But
how about we make all these things just tonight?
that would be
That'd be so bad, but so
That'd be
good.
really
So
bad. Don't tease me with a good time.
Right.
I'm like, I'm ready,
Same.
I'm ready. I figure out this video. No, we're not doing it.
Right.
Ah, dang it, man. Okay.
Good question, though. Thanks for asking that, Jess. Okay, second to the last question is by my sister at Jess Lauren. What a shocker! How did you know you wanted to marry the other? I can answer this.
You can talk too.
I can yeah, okay. I knew that Trey was the one for me. Like, honestly, it started with like our date. Like, as weird as that sounds. I was at a point in my life where I just wanted to give up on dating because I just felt like I didn't meet the right person, or just like different things just didn't fall into place, like different things that I wanted in someone. And then like literally when I met Trey, I looked horrible because I rolled out of bed that day and I was like, oh, you know, like we'll go on a date, you know, we'll see what happens. Homeboy opens the front door to his house and I'm like, who's this guy? And we literally hung out for 6+ hours that night, and we hung out every day that week, every single day that week. And then eventually we moved in with each other. But it was just things along with like our faith in God. Like that's something I think that's
Yep.
so rare, just in general with any relationship, is finding someone where you have a same belief that you build each other up on so much. And that's something that's really played a huge role in our relationship is our
Yep.
faith.
Absolutely.
And of course, he loves family. I love family. We love adventures. We love life. We love our friends, and many other reasons I could go over. But
Dang.
go over. I said go over. Go over. But yeah, that's how I knew that Trey was the one for me.
Can't talk that, but yeah. I kind of was in a similar place in my life too when we had met. And yeah, I think first, number one, your love for God, your love for family, your love for just people in general, your love for life. You know, there's so much joy that comes out of this human being. It's unbelievable. You know, he could be having the worst day, and 5 minutes later, he's like, "Baby!" You know, I'm like, "Oh, You know, I'm like, oh, we're okay. Okay, we're bounced back. What's up, babe? You know, like that type of thing. So, it's awesome. I really, I would say he sees more of the good in me than the bad, and that's huge because you know the balance is just unreal when it comes to our love. And I could, you know, be away from him for like, I don't know, a few hours, and I'll be like, dude, I freaking miss you, bro. You need to get back home, you know, or I can't wait to get home. And it's cool because as soon as we see each other, it's like seeing each other for the first time again. You know, like when we hug, we hold tight, and every ounce of squeeze is every ounce of love that, you know, we're projecting in each other's heart, right? So I'm gonna squeeze tight. He's gonna squeeze tight. You know, like I love you, and that never grows old. So, you know, growing old with this guy, there's no such thing. You know, so I love it, and I wouldn't trade it for anything. Yeah. Yeah.
Aww. This is such a good question there.
I know, huh?
Well, should we wrap it up with our last question?
Yes, I'm excited. What's the last one?
This was actually like I said, wrote down a bunch of questions on a piece of paper. That's probably the best handwriting I've had in years. And
That's why he's reading it. I can't read it. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, cool.
But pretty much, yeah, we just like kind of like pick these randomly, even though they're in order. But last question: how did you meet? And yeah, this is actually kind of cool. So like I said in the other question, I was like just done with the dating world because I was like, no, like, you know, I'm not gonna find the person. And then literally what happened was we met through online dating, and he messaged me a few months back.
Yeah.
Sorry. And pretty much
it was like 4 or 5 months at least. Yeah.
Maybe like 2 or 3.
So that was like the initial move. Like I had messaged him.
Yeah.
And we were messaging each other, and then he ended up just like ghosting me completely, like just fell off the face of the earth. I couldn't even find his profile anymore. I'm like, dude, did he delete me right now? Like, what did I say? Did I scare him off? Like, you know, all I asked him, I think, what was your favorite color? I think that was the last question, and then he was gone. I'm like, it wasn't really that question, but it was that simple, you know.
You know, what I was doing is, you know, I was like, you know, we like planted a seed, and I was just kind of like letting it go a little bit, and then we would like reconnect.
That's what you were doing.
And we're like, oh cool, look, there's like a leaf on that little like tree that's growing now, and it'll blossom. Anyways, besides
it was cut down. That's what happened.
So what had happened was, literally, it was a Sunday. And I remember because I remember what I wore to church, and I had rolled out of bed that day. Like, went to church, went with family to lunch and stuff. I looked like a hot mess because I had to wake up early that day. And literally, we ended up like going on a date that night. And like, before I even got there, I was like, oh, you know, like, you know, it's just gonna be what it is. Literally, I punched in the code to get through a gate to like get to the apartment, and as soon as I go up the stairs, like it was really nice, might I add. His apartment is very nice. Pretty much go up the stairs and then go up an elevator and then go down a hallway and then go down another hallway, knock on the door. Homeboy answers the door, and I was literally like, I'm not joking, I was just in awe because I was not ready. I was just like, oh my gosh, who is this human being? This gorgeous, amazing, handsome human being. And like the vibes of his house were like, kind of like what they are now, you know? Really nice. It was like lit up. There was like candles everywhere. There was some Kenny G playing in the background.
Wow.
And Kenny G, if you are watching this, you're an amazing musician.
It was not Kenny G.
Okay, so it went from Kenny G to a song that we both knew. And I was like, is this that song? And he was like, yes. instantly, like, we, like, connected.
Do you remember the song?
Yes.
What was it?
It was Reckless Love.
Yes, that's it. Good job.
Kenny G and then Reckless Love. It was such an amazing first date, and literally, yeah, that's how we met. Sorry, that was kind of a long answer, but that's how we met.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
You told the
Cool.
story. That's perfect. No,
Yay.
I mean, yeah, scene by scene. That was it, and ever since then.
Yeah. We're here and engaged and gonna be getting married, and
Do all things with love.
yes.
Yeah.
And we're excited for all the adventures and all the things in the future, and we are so glad that you guys get to be a part of our
Absolutely.
journey with us, because man, it's awesome to get to share a journey with friends and
Yep.
people and just share life. So
Yeah, and you know, like I know this was like more of like a serious video, but the thing is, you never know what you're going to get. You know?
yes,
Yep.
it's so true. Like
Whoops, I'm sorry.
no, you're good. Yeah, you never know what you're gonna
Never
get, you know? Like, never give up on love, because love's beautiful, you know?
Absolutely.
And there's someone else who's probably wondering the same thing you are, of like, where's my person? And it's cool because you'll get to meet that person someday. Just never give up. And it'll be when you rolled out of bed.
Or at least expect it.
Yeah. When you are just like, what the heck? And you're
Yeah.
like, whoa.
Thank you all very much.
Yes. Thank you guys so much for watching
Yes.
this video.
This is amazing, and
Yes.
this was actually fun. Some of these questions, I'm not even gonna lie, like my palms started sweating, and I'm like, I don't even know what I'm
Yeah.
getting myself into. I don't even know what I'm gonna say. Hopefully, I say the right thing, but
Yes.
it's awesome. More importantly, guys, thank you so much for watching. Be
Yes.
sure to like, share, and subscribe, and turn on those bell notifications so you know exactly what's happening in the TBO world.
Do it. TBO fam.
That's right.
Hashtag TBO fam.
Well, that was cool, actually. Yeah.
This is
Trey.
Ben
Official.
Official. Out.